She-Hulk, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 9. Whose show is this? We've reached the end. Amen. I legitimately don't know what to say. It's your boy Icon with a little Marvel TV, unfortunately. See, I can't even review this now because if I review and talk about the plot of the episode, I'm basically having a pointless conversation based on what took place. So I can't even have opinions on the things that happened in the episode now. I feel like Eminem in 8 Mile, where he basically did a rap about dissing himself and then gave the microphone to the other person, and now the other person had no ammunition or anything to say. I don't know what I'm supposed to say now. But I guess the episode starts, because she got busted for hulking out and scaring the public. She's in jail. The black lawyer shows up, and they're doing the thing where they're trying to clear her name. They put the inhibitor on her, just like the Abomination. She gets all upset. She loses her job. I don't know why she lost her job. But it doesn't matter. The point is, she lost her job, and it doesn't matter. I cannot legitimately take the plot seriously now because it doesn't matter. So, just to skip ahead here, so the dude Todd, was his name Todd? Well, he's the person behind the internet trolls that was trolling She-Hulk, so that was obvious. They ended up having their convention at the Abomination's house, who was a guest speaker. Jennifer went to his house because she was upset about the fact that, she lost her job and she got outed and she got the inhibitor collar, which turned out to be absolutely nothing. And while she's at his retreat, which is hosting the She-Hulk hate group that was created by Todd, she walks into the room and then she sees and it was a room full of men, and it was basically like the She-Hulk bashing fest. It was a group full of men that hated She-Hulk because she's a girl. And then that's when Jennifer was just like, oh my God, Todd, you're behind this. And then all this weird shit happened. And then Todd ended up in the true Marvel fashion. And see, I can't even talk shit about this now. In the true Marvel fashion, Todd gave himself superpowers because he's the one that stole her blood. And he turned into a Hulk. And then Jennifer herself had to stop the camera. And the one thing I will give them credit for is that her breaking the fourth wall and doing all sorts of out-of-the-box goofy shit is completely natural to the She-Hulk character. So I don't have a problem with her breaking the fourth wall. My problem is she breaks the fourth wall, she goes on Disney Plus, she goes to the Marvel studio on Disney Plus, and then she rolls up on the writers who wrote the show. Now here's the problem. A lot of people out there, because it's not a secret, I hate the show. I'm not a fan of the show. The show is trash to me. It had one good episode, which was the Daredevil episode. The problem is, there are a lot of you that are probably saying, well, because Jennifer Walters went into the writer's room and went to go talk to Kevin and told them that what they were doing was stupid and that the show was stupid and the finale was stupid, and having Titanium show up and having Bruce show up and having all this chaos, you're probably sitting at home thinking, why are you upset? You don't like the show, so you should enjoy the fact that Jennifer Walters, outed the show for the stupidness that it was and for it being a bad show. No, because if the character goes into the writer's room and tells the writers that the writers wrote a bad show, that means they wrote the show poor on purpose. And I have a problem. It's like, you don't get a victory for that. Because you're basically telling me that group of, and that probably wasn't even the real writers, maybe not, but you're basically telling me the writers legitimately wrote a bad show. They purposely wrote a bad show. From episode 1, all the complaints that I did from episode 1 up until this moment was done on purpose. The piss poor storytelling was done on purpose. The bad CGI was done on purpose. I can't come up here and be like, yeah, I watched She-Hulk. Yeah, that show was really bad. And then the writers are gonna be like, well, thanks. That's what we wanted. The whole point of this was for them to write. You didn't need 9 episodes if you were going to purposely write a bad show. The whole point of this was for them to purposely write a bad show just to have Jennifer Walters come at them at the end and quote unquote fix the show. That was the whole point. The point was for She-Hulk to save She-Hulk from being a bad show. And what she came up with was worse. I don't care that she brought up the X-Men. I don't care that she brought up the X-Men. Like, she was speaking to Kevin Feige. This makes it worse because all the stuff that she was saying to Kevin, saying that the Marvel Cinematic Universe goes big, explosions and color and stupid jokes and hokey bullshit for no reason. All the villains have the same power as the hero and it's like recycled bullshit. That's like, for her to say that, you're basically telling me Kevin Feige is well aware of all this. He knows it's bad and he doesn't care. He doesn't care because as long as it's jokey and as long as it's colorful and as long as it's haha and campy, children and soccer moms will pay money to see it and they will continue to make money. He basically just told the entire world, yes, I know we're putting out complete bullshit. I'm aware of that. I'm letting you know that I know what you guys say about us, and I agree with you because we purposely wrote this show bad on purpose, just to point out the fact that we do bullshit. And I don't know if that's checkmate or sad. Like, because it's almost like he's confirmed every single thing that I've said about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but at the same time, I can't take a victory lap for that because he doesn't care. Because he doesn't care because they're going to keep making money because kids are still going to run to the theater. People are, as long as you put Megan the unintentional stallion on the show, black people are going to come see it. Like it's almost like an FU to the camera. He's just like, yeah, I know we put out complete trash, but you're still going to buy it. Ha ha ha. And it was really bad. And then the ending that she came up with was worse because she basically had the Abomination apologize for being a dick, She took away the thing with, Todd getting Hulk powers and everybody went to prison. She got off scot-free. And I don't know how she got off scot-free because she still hulked out. So she's still considered a menace. Daredevil showed up and I felt bad for him because his episode was the one good thing about this entire season. And they just threw him in at the last minute to be a complete goof. They brought back Bruce Banner, and then she was just like, oh, you can't bring back Bruce to help me in my season finale because this is my show. Like, you're the fucking She-Hulk. You came from Bruce Banner. It's his blood that turned you into She-Hulk. Of course Bruce Banner is supposed to be there. You wouldn't exist without Bruce Banner. I still have no idea why her friend is there. They did this whole thing where, like, her friend has her mom's cell phone number and she told her mom, oh, send me that video of Jennifer dancing in college. Why does your mom have your random coworker's cell phone number? We don't know the history of this woman. Like, were they best friends in college? Like, did they know each other since the first grade? Why do you have her mom's cell phone number? I'm confused. The show is almost worse now because they admitted they wrote it piss poor on purpose. And this is the weirdest review I've ever done. This is definitely the weirdest review I've ever done. I mean, I will give her credit. It was very She-Hulk-like, and it was interesting to watch her break the fourth wall. I don't have a problem with her breaking the fourth wall. That part was interesting to me. Her talking to the camera surprisingly never actually bothered me. But if you're going to break the fourth wall to basically tell everybody that your show is shit and then not giving a damn to continue to produce more shit because you're just like, hey, we can tell you. It's almost like Air Jordans. Air Jordans suck. I've never owned a pair of Air Jordans before in my entire life because a lot of them are ugly. But people buy Air Jordans because society tells them you're supposed to like Air Jordans. It's come to the point where Michael Jordan can come out with a sneaker that's orange, neon green, and hot pink. And people are still going to buy it because it's a Michael Air Jordan sneaker. Meanwhile, Jordan is sitting at home telling his people in his executive room, hey, I'm going to put out a fucked up, ugly ass pair of shoes on purpose and watch these dummies still buy it. And they still bought it. That's She-Hulk. So, he said that she wasn't going to be in a major movie. That's a lie. She's obviously going to be in the fact that he said she wasn't going to be in one means she's going to be in one. And now that we've basically told the audience that pay attention to nothing, don't pay attention to this man behind the curtain because it's all bullshit. there's really nothing for me to review. Like there's nothing for me to review because they told you it was all a joke. And thank you for tuning in. This show better not get a season 2. I don't see the point of I don't see the point in getting a season 2. Jennifer Walters as a character is still interesting to me. I like her as a character. Just drop her in random movies and have her like help out someone at the last minute. Like, you could still use Jennifer Walters. There's no point in having like a season 2 of this. Like, there's really no point in having a season 2 of this. And they're probably going to give us a season 2 of this, but I don't know. Share your questions, comments, and or concerns because I need to know what y'all think. Like, did you like this shit? Like, were you just like, what the hell was this? Do you think it's trash? You know, I'm not happy. I think, like, I hated Wanda. Like, I was not a fan of WandaVision. I'm not going to say hate because hate for WandaVision is a strong word because there were a lot of things about WandaVision that I did like. But I was 50-50 on WandaVision. I hated Loki. Loki was complete 100% garbage. I think this was worse than Loki. No, because Loki was boring. See, the problem with Loki was just boring. This show was just written bad on purpose. It's like the fact that it was done on purpose is actually pissing me off. So it's like, even for me to say like, oh, this is the worst Marvel show of all time, that's what they were going for. Like that's what they were going for. That was the point. But yeah, share your questions, comments, and or concerns down below. And I'm glad this is finally over. Hit me up on Twitter and or Instagram, always on YouTube, where you can share your questions, comments, and concerns about She-Hulk. What did you think about it? Are you excited to see Jennifer Walters do some more stuff? Do you think it's gonna go anywhere? Is she gonna be in a movie? Is she gonna, I don't even know if I'm reviewing season 2. If there's a season 2, I don't see the point. But I said share your comments, and we will continue to talk about it. We're actually getting a good show like in November because Titans is coming November 3rd, and then we get Doom Patrol on December 3rd. We're still doing Stargirl for all you DC Arrowverse fans. So just stay tuned for some real stuff. Check out my Comic-Con videos on my YouTube channel, and we'll continue to roll on as good superhero television continues to be rolled out because this is not one of them. So that was it, guys. I'm not gonna say I enjoyed reviewing this. I mean, it was what it was. I enjoyed seeing Daredevil. They shitted on the Sorcerer Supreme. Like, they even had an end credit scene with him and the Abomination at the end that I don't care about. And I think for the very first time ever since I started doing reviews on my YouTube channel, I legitimately feel like I wasted my time. But until next time, check out my reviews for other shows that are way better than this. And until the next review for you, take care. And I'm signing off, and I'm out this.